Happy Wednesday, everyone. It is time for a book haul, and guess what? We've got some good ones, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start with author mail, and I received an art copy of The Art of Survival by Lilith Quinn, and yes, I did actually already read this. I absolutely love it. It was such an emotional read, and I lost count of how many times I teared up. This is one that I think is going to sit with me for a very, very long time. And then just take a moment for that cover because, as always, it is a beautiful cover. Then I received a copy of Madwood by Elias Thorn, and it is a signed copy, which is so nice of him. Look at that. And then it says it is a supernatural suspense novel blending psychological horror and insurance fraud that spirals toward a deeper truth about identity, belief, and the price of survival. So that sounds very intriguing. So that is it for the author mail. So we're gonna go into the rest of the book haul, which I guess is technically book mail because these are all gifts, which I really appreciate. And the first one is from my sister. She ended up getting me the first book of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and this says, "The apocalypse will be televised. Welcome, Crawler. Welcome to the dungeon. Survival is optional. Keeping the viewers entertained is not." And I know this is really popular right now, so I'm very excited to jump on that bandwagon, I guess, and have some fun. I have to admit, I am a pretty spoiled wife because the rest are from Ricky. There are quite a few, so I'm very excited. And the first one is Pocketknife Kitty. It is exploring themes of sexual empowerment, revenge, and loneliness. Pocketknife Kitty asks the reader to explore exactly how far they'd go to save their own skin. I feel like this is right up my alley. Eternal Flower of Your Soul by Klaus Kinion, and I don't know much about this, but it says it is a debut hardcore horror novelette, and my friend just recently read this and she said it was wild, so I had to tell him about it. Then there is Dead Girl Blues by David Sodergren, and this is part noir mystery and part violent slasher. Sign me up. Plus, I love a yellow cover. If you saw my Instagram story a couple of weeks back, I was deciding between getting one of these two books, and then Ricky went ahead and bought me both. So the first one is My Hands Are Tied by James Oliver. And again, that cover instantly drew me because it looks fucked up, and who doesn't love a fucked up story? So, a malicious man harboring resentment for women, a man who thinks not only that women should be repressed, but they should quite literally be tied down. I remember Sarah talked about this a while back, and I just knew I had to get it. And then the other one is Slush Pile by Jason Nickey, and this is a collection of stories where you dig through and lose yourself in a series of stories of psychological horror, quiet horror, and gore. Recently read Rural Decay by Jason Nickey, and I was instantly hooked to his writing because the story was just so extreme that I needed more. So thank you. Last but not least is How Bad Things Can Get by Darcy Coates. My friend James just talked about it, and I don't think I've read any books by her. I believe Darcy Coates is a woman, but it says it was supposed to be the party of the century. Miles of idyllic white sand beaches, lush jungle foliage, and a dark legend nobody dreamed might be all too true. Yeah, that is my book haul for today, and again, big thank you to not only the authors, but to my sister and to my husband for being so kind and generous in gifting me all of these. And again, I am very appreciative, and I understand how lucky I am to have them in my life. If you've read any of these, I would love to know your thoughts, and as always, happy reading!